Self-tapes that book come down to three things: the technical, the situation, and the moment. Here's the quick version, then I'll break it down. The technical: get your setup right so you can show yourself off at your best. The situation: know the world of the scene so your behavior has shape. And then the moment: let the other person actually affect you in real time. Alright, here's the deeper breakdown if you want the full thing. Step 1, the technical. This is where a lot of beginners lose the job before they even start because we can't see you, we can't hear you, and the blocking isn't good. Lighting is so important, so if you're going in for a commercial or more of a comedic project, flat lighting can be good, where it fills in all the shadows in your face. If you're doing more dramatic, I recommend introducing some sort of black reflective thing that soaks up all the light. I use this cheap foam core board that was a few bucks at Michael's, and it introduces more shadows in my face. Clear sound is so important, so make sure you invest in a lav mic that you can hook up to your phone. Easy, simple solution. All right, framing is so important. You don't want to be too low, you don't want to be too high. You want to have a nice distance from your head to the top of the frame. You want to have chest up, and you also want to think about blocking. Maybe you start farther back, and if the scene calls for it, you can have a reason to come forward and make a bigger impression in a smaller amount of time. You also want to have a neutral background. I have a paper backdrop that I use, but just if you have a blank wall works as well. And you want to think about the eye line. You want to have the reader just off the camera lens. And if you have multiple characters, you want to make sure to place them close to the lens if possible. It just reads better on camera than having someone way over there or way over here or way down, you know what I mean? And then you want to have clothing that supports and suggests the character but doesn't like go full costume. Step 2, this is where you know the world that you're stepping into. This is the given circumstances, the who, what, why, where, and when. This is the relationship. What is the actual dynamic between you and the other characters? The objective, what do you need or want right now from the other person? Next is obstacles, both outer and inner. Outer is like circumstantial, the other character doesn't want to do what you want him to do. Inner is like things, beliefs that are holding you back from getting what you want. And then we have tactics, the action verbs that you use to get what you want. And then we have stakes, what happens if you fail? When the situation is clear, your acting becomes specific instead of general, and that's what we want. Step 3 is the moment. What's happening actually in the room, both with the other characters, with the environment, with the objects in the room. What's happening? You're listening for what hurts or helps your objective, shifts in physical life, in tone, in power dynamics, etc. Subtext, what's the unspoken conversation you're really having, and what are they revealing and what are they hiding? When you truly are in the room listening and reacting and you've done your homework and the technical elements are there, then you're in a really good spot for a self-tape that books. So I know this was a longer video. Let me know in the comments if you like that, and also which part of the self-tape process you're going to work on improving in your next self-tape.